And the Spurs start out with the ball. Here's the starting group for Houston. Victor Wembanyama is out there with Anunoby. Then it's Thompson. Then it's Harden. And it's Sampson in at the center position. Now, here's Jokic. Shot clock at 6. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Irving misses.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Pass to Harden. Back to Wembanyama. It's the three-point bomb. Wembanyama's got the first bucket of the night, a three-pointer for the Rockets. Jokic against Thompson. Now Jordan shoots over Anunoby. A shot by Jordan, no good.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
They get it back. Here's San Antonio. It's a three-point game. Jokic high post. Wembanyama on him.
And give the defense credit. He was met at the rim.
Thompson from long range. Rebound San Antonio.
Close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Jordan wide open. Hits it from three-point range.
And that time the screener rolls and Jordan has room to get the shot he wants. Makes a good decision to keep that one himself.
Now here's Thompson. From deep three-point land. And the rebound goes to Nowitzki. Jordan against Thompson. Jordan outside. Jokic. Gobert controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And good luck keeping Gobert off the boards. He has a tremendous nose for the ball.
Thompson passes to Wembanyama. No good from outside.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play. And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
And you don't see many teams take these shots as often anymore. It's nice to see them take advantage in this area.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. .124 left to play in the first quarter. Harden outside. Back to Thompson. Here's Anunoby. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
I know what they say. Defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Jokic against Thompson. And the foul on Harden. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
There's 47 seconds left to play in the first. Stolen by Anunoby.
Stealing a ball in the NBA, it takes more than quickness. It takes smarts. Run it.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Now here's Nowitzki. Still scoreless. From deep, Jokic. A three-pointer is right on target.
The three-point stroke from Jokic, it just looks confident.
It's trailed by 5. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Jordan against Harden. With 4 seconds on the clock, he takes it up and lays it in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Spurs lead by 3. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
So on the floor for Houston, Harden out there with Thompson. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Sampson in at the 5, roaming the paint. Pass to Jordan. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. Rockets trail by 3. Now here's Thompson. Harden left side. Floats one. Anunoby kicks to Thompson. No good. That would have tied it. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up to the San Antonio Spurs. Fires from deep. Another miss for him. Now shooting 1 for 4 from the floor. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. OG Anunoby is so disruptive. He's led the league in steals. And he said, I want to be the defensive player of the year. I've always thought I was the best defender in the league. I'm athletic enough, strong enough, and smart enough to defend every single position.
Oh, what a slam from Wembanyama!
And we talk about how Wembanyama makes the wow plays. Wow.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Michael Jordan on the wing. He's guarded by Anunoby. Here's Jordan. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one goes on Anunoby.
As if Jordan weren't challenging enough to guard. The little up fake there, putting the defender at his mercy.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw missing.
The drive, the willpower of Michael Jordan is on a completely different level. He is competing every second he is on the floor and always looking for any way he can beat you.
He hits the second from the line. Houston in the lead. Floats it up for Wembanyama. Nowitzki with the steal. There's San Antonio. Jokic kicks to Nowitzki.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
In the corner, Irving with it. Clock at 6. Now, here's Jokic. He's tightly guarded.
And Sampson literally takes away a part of the floor when he's out there. Don't even try to get shots off in this area, or that's what's going to happen.
And here's Harden for 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Harden's got the lead up to 4 now for Houston.
No one there to contest, so he just drops it in like he's at the rec league.
Now, here's Jokic. Tipped away. Stolen by Harden. They push it up. 4 on 3. Fires the 3. Rebound, San Antonio. Outside, Irving. Shoots over Anunoby. And that one's good, Irving.
And you can expect him to make it when the D is trash like that.
Thompson outside for the 3. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Thompson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Spurs trail by 5. Michael Jordan on the wing. He's guarded by Anunoby. Here's Jordan. Anunoby sends it back. Thompson with it. Picked up by Nowitzki. Pass to Harden. The 3. It's hauled in by Nowitzki.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks for rain. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Gobert with the pass to Irving. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama has got 4 rebounds in this game. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Houston on top, ending the second quarter with a 13-3 run. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum line. They're measuring up the shot. Let's hear it for one of the participants.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. We're seeing a tremendous game from Victor Wembanyama.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Rockets leading by 7. They've got Nikola Jokic. Irving is out there with Nowitzki. And it's Rudy Gobert. And it's Jordan in at the 2-guard spot. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. Misses from the corner.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Harden the pass to Thompson. There's a screen. Here's Sampson. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Sampson's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Rockets. Here's San Antonio now. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Irving. He gets it in there. Irving's got his third bucket of the night. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Harden the pass to Wembanyama. Irving with the steal. Here's Jordan. And it's Jordan with the jam.
And right there, you see how quickly MJ gets into the air. Yet another one of his natural gifts.
Pass to Thompson. Back to Harden. Lets it go from deep. Harden strokes home the 3.
He's earning his keep offensively, a key part of their winning effort at this point.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And coach called his timeout to try and reset things on offense. Shake them up a bit so they can hopefully start getting some shots to fall.
And it's Jokic in the corner. Just 5 to shoot. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Wembanyama's got his 6th rebound on the night. Thompson passes to Wembanyama. Pass to Harden. Over Irving. And it's Houston with another.
I'm just going to say this. It's too easy for Harden. He is so good at recognizing when to rise up in that mid-range.
Jokic passes to Irving. 1:21 left in the third. Jordan. It's rebounded by Houston. Wembanyama's got 7 rebounds in the game. Jokic against Thompson. They set the pick. Harden left side. In the corner, it's Wembanyama. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got his 4th assist in this one. 54 seconds left in the third quarter.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Jokic against Thompson. Here's Irving. Jordan trying to free himself up. It's good, and the Rocket lead is cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Julius Irving. Harden against Jordan. Harden kicks to Thompson. Back to Harden. Over Jordan. Great D that time from Jordan. Well, with the basket here, they could get back to within single digits. Jokic passes to Jordan. Down low. And Irving throws it down.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
It's stolen by Gobert. A deep 3 from Jordan. And so it's the Houston Rockets in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We'll return shortly. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duty with this much skill.
Not just playing selflessly, but also making a smart decision with the ball.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. So on the floor for Houston, they've got Wembanyama. Harden out there with Klay Thompson. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Sampson in at the 5 down low. Harden bounce pass. Thompson for 3. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got assist number 5 here tonight.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
And Anunoby slams it in.
And you can't afford to lose Anunoby in transition. As soon as he has a step on you, it's over.
Nowitzki outside. Pass to Jordan. Got a piece of it.
Got to find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not going to get it.
And the call up against Jokic. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Now Anunoby. Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama spacing the floor.
Sometimes you watch Wembanyama and think this guy is a cheat code, hitting threes at well over 7 feet tall.
Timeout Spurs. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, over that last break, I listened to San Antonio's coach address his team. They told the team to dig deep, play with passion, finish this game out right. We'll see if they do, guys.
And Allie, thanks so much. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Jordan with the screen on Hart. Now Jordan. And stolen by Wembanyama. Thompson outside. Harden with the screen on Jokic. Here's Harden. 18 feet away. Gobert there for the rebound.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
1:58 left in the fourth quarter. Nowitzki fires. Nowitzki sinks the high release three.
And the defense has to be up on Nowitzki more than that because he's too good a shooter from outside.
And here's Harden. Launches it. Down it goes for three.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Jokic. And there's the dunk.
Oh, that's just too easy for Jokic. This is why defensively you've got to get him away from the basket.
And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Harden outside. Here's Anunoby. Now Thompson. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
San Antonio ball.
Spurs trail by 13. Now Jokic. Stolen by Thompson. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Here is Wembanyama. Now Harden. 5 to shoot. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Now Anunoby. 5 on the clock. The 19-foot shot.
And cat-quick reflexes there. Jordan sees that play and jumps all over it. Terrific defense.
Jokic inside. He's covered by Thompson. And yeah, it's good. Well, this one is winding down now. Houston can watch the clock run out. Gobert against Wembanyama. So we see Houston taking the W here. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you so much for watching tonight's presentation. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Victor Wembanyama.
go.
And so off the tip, it'll be the Bulls. And the starting group for Chicago. Bam Adebayo is out there with Stephen Curry. Then it's Dwight Howard. Then it's Evan Mobley. And it's Duncan in at the 4. Now here's Adebayo. Back to Curry. Takes the 3. Drains the triple.
Not sure there's such a thing as a bad 3 for Steph.
Pass to Towns. Here's Robertson. To the paint. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Hardwood is your friend. He used it to his advantage there.
Now here's Curry, defended by Pippen. Back to Curry. Knocked away. 6 on the shot clock. Chicago with the ball. Fires from way outside. It's hauled in by Lucas.
I don't know what he was thinking. Maybe settling a score with his coach?
That was a complete lapse in judgment.
And they blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance at another one at the stripe.
And yeah, this is what you like to see from Towns, using his size and strength to make things happen.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Anthony Towns. One shot.
And at nearly 7 feet tall, you don't expect Towns to do some of the things he does, like drain threes and make savvy passes. But he's a modern big man.
Pass to Duncan. Now here's Adebayo. Mobley outside. Lets it go from deep. Counted from distance.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Chicago passing it around. Towns a screen on Howard. Pass to Towns. Adebayo with a steal. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Here's Duncan. Now Curry. Bearing his second of 3 attempts.
Look at how solid Curry's motion is. Almost like he could have done that blindfolded.
Curry's gone 2 of 3 from the floor. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I spoke with the Bulls head coach earlier. We discussed Evan Mobley and how we wanted to defend him coming into this matchup. He said, quote, to make him settle for jumpers, we don't want him getting easy buckets or deep inside positioning. That's when you get the trouble. We'll see how good the resilience is against him tonight. Guys, back to you.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Here's Adebayo. Chicago making their last shot. Pass to Duncan. To the left side wing. Adebayo feeling it out a bit. Just 5 to shoot. On the wing, Curry. Tries it from 19. Chicago with a rebound.
And you see the frustration on his face. He had a great opportunity there, and he blew it.
Now here's Pippen. Defense is right there. And Lucas gets it to go.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. Trailing by 2. Pass to Adebayo. Back to Curry. There's the triple. Good. And the assist goes to Adebayo. Curry's got 8.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
Here's Robertson. 11 seconds left to play in the first. To the middle. Here's Mutombo. And the powerful one-handed slam. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Chicago ahead. They're up by 1. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
Another highlight for them has been their early ball movement, making quick, decisive passes to set up guys for great looks.
They've got Karl Anthony Towns, and it's Robertson in at the point guard position. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter. Chicago leading. Pippen outside. The three is up. Drills it from deep. Robertson's got his second basket on the night.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
Chicago with the ball. Adebayo passes to Duncan. And here's Curry for three. There he is. The three-point king delivers on cue.
Yeah, the sweet-looking jumper of Steph. It just looks so pure coming out of his hands.
Towns outside. Pass to Robertson. Towns on a screen. Driving to the basket. Robertson's shot is off.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
Mobley passes to Adebayo. Here's Duncan. Still no points. Here's Curry. The rebound by Robertson. Pass to Mutombo. Pippen outside. Here's Lucas. Shot clock at 5. Pulls up, high post. And the basket by Pippen. Pippen's got his first basket of the night.
And as you can see, that shot is well within his wheelhouse.
Pass to Adebayo. Back to Curry. Lets the three fly. Good. And the assist goes to Adebayo. Adebayo's got 4 assists now tonight. And now the first timeout called here for Chicago. .141 left to play in the second quarter. Pass to Mutombo. Here's Towns. Hounded by Adebayo. The baseline J is on the way. And there's another one for Chicago.
This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
We see this in the NBA all the time. It is very difficult to keep a lead in this league.
Here's Duncan. Still without a bucket. Shot is good by Curry.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Yeah, that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
Now here's Adebayo. Here's Howard. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Chicago trailing here. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. The three. The shot off that time.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Pass to Duncan. And here's Curry. Here's the three. A tumble with a rebound. Here's Robertson. Pippen left side. And once again, off the mark by Chicago. Stephen Curry getting it done for Chicago. Doing some damage from deep. He now has 5 three-pointers in the game. Back to the game after this break. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
Through the first 2 quarters and change, his perimeter shooting continues to be spot on.
And this offense continues to find him in his sweet spots from deep.
And so here is Chicago. It's a one-point game. And for Chicago, let's take a look. They've got Evan Mobley. Stephen Curry is out there with Bam Adebayo. Then it's Dwight Howard. And it's Duncan in at the power forward position. A hard-fought matchup. 7 lead changes thus far.
These teams have been sparring from the get-go. Neither able to land the knockout blow.
Here's Robertson. He's got 7. Back to Pippen. They double him with Curry. Mutombo. Chicago with a rebound. Pass to Adebayo. Here's Duncan. Back to Adebayo. Hammering it home, Adebayo.
The aggressiveness of Adebayo. He plays with so much energy and force close to the bucket.
Towns, a screen on Howard. Now here's Towns. Pippen outside. Towns on a screen. Just 5 on the clock. 13 feet out, and he hits the jumper. Pippen's gotten his second bucket of the game. Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. On the wing, Curry, defended by Pippen. Adebayo from long range, and the three-pointer goes. And the Bulls lead by 2. Now a timeout called by Chicago. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Towns a screen on Howard. Pippen outside. Launches a three. Howard grabs the miss.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Here's Duncan. No points yet. And here's Curry for three. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Well, guys, I'm happy I'm not guarding Steph right now. On nights like tonight, Curry can do no wrong.
Pass to Pippen. Here's Robertson. Count it. Good. Robertson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And I absolutely love the attack mentality, even with the bigger defender on him.
Well, those types of moves show creativity and determination.
Here's Duncan. On the wing, Curry, defended by Pippen. 5 on the clock. Down low. It's intercepted. Outside Adebayo. Pass to Curry. Back to Adebayo. Outside Curry. Good! And the assist goes to Adebayo. Curry's got 22 points.
And Adebayo showing another element of his game. Nice vision to set up the bucket.
Here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
Curry passes to Adebayo. Back to Curry. Beyond the arc. Score it. 13 shots, 9 makes. Solid.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. Here's Robertson. He's got 9. Inside. Here's Mutombo. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Mutombo's got 6.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Stephen Curry getting it done for the Bulls. 25 points and counting for him. They have relied heavily on his offense. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, I like the fact he didn't telegraph it. That's poetry in motion right there.
Come on, everybody.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. They've got Karl Anthony Towns, and it's Lucas in at the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Pass to Curry. He's still feeling it. Towns with a rebound. Bulls trail by 4. Here's Robertson to the inside. Here's Mutombo. Soft touch off the glass.
Cutting into this lead. They're well within striking distance.
And you can just see their confidence is growing.
Curry surveys. Oh, nice job in the paint from Curry.
Not afraid to mix it up inside. Curry is a crafty finisher.
Timeout, Bulls. Man, it's been quite a game for Stephen Curry.
Well, I'll take you inside this huddle. The message from the coach is simple. Can someone, anyone, guard him from the three-point line?
You know what time it is, fans. Here comes some T-shirts.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Over that last break, guys, I got a chance to hear what the head coach of the Bulls said to the team. Coach delivering an inspiring message to his team saying, quote, hey, we can win this game. Believe in yourselves. Battle to the end. Honestly, guys, even I was a bit pumped up after hearing this one.
Allie, thank you. 4th quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Towns passes to Pippen. Towns outside. Clock at 6. It's money from deep.
Well, controlling your heart rate in big moments like this is something that coaches talk about, and this guy can do it.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth. Adebayo, 10-footer is good.
Just another thing that Bam brings to your team, the ability to knock down jumpers.
Here's Robertson, guarded by Howard. And yes, sir, in stride on the lay-in from a sweet assist.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Outside Curry. Now here's Adebayo. Tosses it up. Yes! Locked in on the J.
And Steph relishes taking key shots. It's what he's out there to do.
Here's Robertson, covered by Mobley. A minute 35 left to play in the fourth. Towns on a screen to tie it up. It's good from beyond the arc.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Now here's Curry. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Towns, right side. Pippen outside. Can't get the go-ahead bucket. So it's Chicago now. Curry! Cash from downtown!
Wow, that takes steady nerves right there.
Completely unfazed by what's at stake. That's just clutch.
Timeout, Bulls! Now Towns. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth. Let's loose for three. The three is in.
Well, his scoring ability is why this game is all tied up. A few more key possessions like that, and they could start to pull away.
Timeout, Bulls.
Please welcome to the floor your incredible
.26 seconds left in the game. Outside Curry. Now Mobley. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Timeout, Bulls. Big possession. They have a chance to take the lead.
It'll be interesting to see what they run.
Here's Robertson. Here's Towns to take the lead. Oh, off target from downtown. Time expires. We're going to overtime. Don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. Stephen Curry is out there with Bam Adebayo. Then there's Mobley. Then it's Dwight Howard. And it's Duncan in at the 4 slot. 18 feet out. It's gone.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
We thought this might be the case coming in. Not a lot of defense out there right now.
Now here's Curry. Fires away from outside. Oh, it doesn't go.
I'm surprised he missed that one. He is a dangerous guy to leave open.
Here's Robertson. And out of bounds, it'll be Chicago ball.
Just horrible timing for this team. That mistake could spell disaster.
Stephen Curry! Great timing on the tip.
Big time effort on the glass.
And when you have a touch that soft, those tip-ins are easier to make. Here's Robertson, guarded by Howard. Towns a screen on Howard. The jumper is good. Timeout, Bulls. Outside Curry. Shoots it up. The putback.
Those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
Timeout, Bulls. Here's Mutombo. And here's Pippen. Here's Towns. Here's Robertson.
And they aren't over the limit yet.
Timeout, Bulls. What do you think Coach will be drawing up here?
A chance to tie it up here.
Well, there's no room for error here. They need to draw up something that they can execute quickly.
Curry with it. He fires. Nope. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for Chicago, Scottie Pippen taking 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws good, and it's a 4-point ball game.
When you've got your opponent down, don't let him up. This one's all but over.
Mobley fires. Up again. So it's the Bulls taking the W in a close one. It was touch and go there for a while, but in overtime, they caught a second win.
They really did, and it was wild. Everything it took just to get to the extra period, and then their surge at the end. Whew.
And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation. And time now to present our player of the game.
Tip-off goes to the Lakers. So with Peyton on the bench, this is Phil Jackson's lineup. Holmgren is out there with George. Then there's Havlicek. Then there's Edwards. And it's Abdul-Jabbar in at center. And Edwards with the stuff.
Rising up for the throwdown. Major hops from Edwards.
Garnett outside. Pass to Carter. Back to Garnett. And the rejection by Holmgren. Now Edwards. George looking over the floor. Back to Edwards. Pass to George. 6 to shoot. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
I did briefly speak with J.J. Redick. His team is facing off with the Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards. As far as how they plan to defend him, Coach said it'll be a team effort. They plan to rotate who has him defensively, and Coach's words were, Ant is so special. You have to guard him with the numbers. Kevin, back to you.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. Now, here's George. Pass to Edwards. Back to George. Shot clock at 5. From 20 feet out. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Here's Los Angeles now. Pass to Garnett. And here's our test. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Carter with it. George picks him up from about 19 feet. And it's Carter missing.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Karl Malone's checked in for the Lakers.
Los Angeles substitution. Number 11, Karl Malone.
There's a minute 40 left here in the first quarter. McGrady outside. And again, the Lakers no good.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Abdul-Jabbar outside. Outside Edwards. Over Carter. Edwards can't hit. Now, here is our test. And that one's good from Havlicek.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
The Lakers trail. Outside our test. Garnett wide open. Los Angeles with another miss.
Dismissed the defender right there, but couldn't take advantage.
And here's George for 3. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Smooth and consistent. That's how I describe George's three-point shooting.
Havlicek against Carter. That shot is off. Some solid defensive work there from Havlicek. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And George kicks to Malone. Pass to Edwards. Clock at 4 over our test. Edwards, no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Lakers ahead. They lead by 5. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at the Lakers' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing in the game?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
So with Peyton on the bench, this is Phil Jackson's lineup. They've got Abdul-Jabbar. Edwards is out there with Havlicek. And it's Chet Holmgren. And it's George in at the 3 spot. Now, here is George. Off target on the 15-footer. Here's our test. McGrady outside. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Lakers leading by 3. Havlicek, the pass to Holmgren. Lakers working the ball around now. Edwards dishes to George. Over Carter. And George gets it to go. George has got the lead up to 5 now for the Lakers.
Love the flow and rhythm that George plays with. Very impressive. He's got a natural, comfortable cadence to his pace.
Now here's Garnett. Still without a basket. Shot by McGrady. That's good. And so Garnett with the assist.
Look, when you play as a team, good things tend to happen for you.
And so Edwards will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Holmgren with a screen on our test. Holmgren gets the bucket.
And once Holmgren gets the ball in there, he can finish in so many ways.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
McGrady outside. There's 1:54 left in the first half. Good on the bucket.
What a move, showing off the handles there.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hey, the Lakers are trying to maximize what LeBron James has left in the tank. Coach J.J. Redick said, when you get to coach one of the greatest players ever, you take a lot of joy and pride and excitement in that. And it's my job to help him in these last few innings of his career. Guys?
A rare opportunity indeed. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Los Angeles leading by 3. Holmgren in the corner. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Andre Drummond picks one up.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
Free throw drops for Abdul-Jabbar. And both free throws good for Abdul-Jabbar. Lakers trail by 5. Garnett outside. Drummond sets the screen for Kirk. Pass to McGrady. Shot clock at 6. From outside the arc, Abdul-Jabbar grabs the miss. Abdul-Jabbar's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Bangs home the trifecta. George has got 8 points.
And George really good at recognizing his fast break opportunities and torching the defense with his speed and athleticism in transition.
Now, here is our test. Scoreless thus far. Carter against Havlicek. Tracy McGrady on the wing. Los Angeles with another miss. Lakers leading by 8.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
Edwards with it. For 3. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. And we'll be right back after this. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Without question, George is displaying his skills today.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
Tracy McGrady is out there with Artest. And it's Garnett. And there's Carter. And it's Drummond in at the 5, down low. That's the Laker 5.
Yeah, and I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Pass to Havlicek. Abdul-Jabbar in the post. Defended by Drummond. The shot by Abdul-Jabbar, no good. And here's Artest. Hasn't made one yet. Carter looking around. 6 to shoot. Tries the spin move. And that one comes up a bit short. Lakers leading by 8. Holmgren sets the screen for Edwards. McGrady against Havlicek. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's McGrady. Back to Artest. That's good. Great play set up by T-Mac. Tracy McGrady. Artest's got his team on the board first here in the second half for the Lakers. Edwards against Artest. Edwards passes to Havlicek. Outside, George. Outside, Edwards. Edwards drills the 3.
The competitive fire of Anthony Edwards, admirable, going right back at him.
Poke loose. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. Money from the wing. And now it's a 10-point Laker lead.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Here's the Lakers with the ball. Garnett outside. George against McGrady. Pass to Carter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots over Havlicek. Los Angeles with another miss. Los Angeles leading by 10. Oh, here's Edwards. Covered by Artest. Jacks up a three, and Anthony Edwards gets the three. Edwards got a pair of threes now here in the third for Los Angeles. And the Lakers have possession. Garnett outside. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Kept alive to stop the run, and it's Drummond missing.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Edwards passes to Abdul-Jabbar. At the elbow, it's George. Over McGrady, and it's blocked.
Excellent job by McGrady using his length to deny that shot.
A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
That's exactly what a team needs when they're playing from behind. Energetic defense.
Lakers trail by 13. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Carter. Outside for Artest. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Just 5 on the clock. Lob pass to... Whoa, Garnett playing well above the rim.
Kevin Garnett's teammates trust him to throw it down. That's why they lob it his way with confidence.
And Edwards launches it from deep. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Lakers lead by 11. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. So with Peyton on the bench, this is Phil Jackson's lineup. Paul George is out there with Holmgren. Then it's Kareem. Then there's Havlicek. And it's Edwards in at the 1. Now here is George. Inside. Here's Holmgren. Misses the layup.
He converts those at a high rate. Not that time.
McGrady kicks to Artest. From the arc. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Abdul-Jabbar's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Edwards passes to Holmgren. Now here is George. Abdul-Jabbar finds Edwards. The rebound by Garnett. Lakers trail by 11. Garnett just attacking the rim.
And how about the power there from KG? He can fly with the best of them.
Now Edwards outside Holmgren. And they call an illegal screen here.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Carter against Havlicek. Carter outside. Rebounded by Abdul-Jabbar.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Now here's George. Holmgren. The 3 doesn't go. Lakers trail by 9. Carter left side. Coming in the post. Working on Abdul-Jabbar. And the layup is off. Here's Edwards. Abdul-Jabbar sets the pick for Edwards. Now Holmgren. For 3. It misses.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Carter outside. From outside. Rebounded by Abdul-Jabbar.
You know he wants that one back. Right in his wheelhouse.
Now Holmgren. Jumper is off. And they're desperately trying to get this game back within reach.
And with very little time to spare.
Now Abdul-Jabbar. And stolen by Drummond. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Garnett. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity. But when you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
And so the Lakers take the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. And so now, for Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. And now, we present the player of the game, Paul George.
And so off the tip, it'll be the Bulls. Now, New York starting 5. We've got Green, and it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the 2 guard. Here's Robertson. Here's Mutombo. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
The first of many tonight. Both teams have legit offensive talent.
And that's the story of the league right now. Most any team can beat any other team on any given night.
That one goes in.
You love how fast Shai Gilgeous-Alexander gets into that shooting motion. As soon as it touches his hands, it is ready to go.
Pippen outside. 11 feet out. Yep, that one goes.
A guy like this, with the skill set he's got, you can keep the defenders guessing.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. Here's Parrish. Covered by Towns. 6 to shoot. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Gilmore. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Well, you see that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is an excellent decision maker, such a dependable catalyst for this offense.
Almost 2 minutes into the first here. Pass to Lucas. Towns, left side. Parrish with a rebound. Here's Cooper. SGA deciding where to go with it. From deep. And it's Chicago with a board. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to talk with the head coach for Chicago. The conversation quickly turned to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who coach called a problem. He's fast, he's strong, he's smart with the ball, coach said. So our defense is going to be working overtime to keep up with him, but we will keep up with him. Coach thinks his guys are up for the challenge tonight. Brian, back to you.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. And so it's New York with it, following the bucket by the Bulls. Pass to Pippen. Here's Robertson. Back to Pippen. Towns is screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Pippen pass to Towns. And it's off from three-point range. New York trailing. Green finds SGA. Here's Cooper. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. He's looking good. 2 buckets and 3 attempts.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Here's Mutombo. Pass to Lucas. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And it's SGA missing.
Boy, that's an example of a player taking what the defense gives you, just doesn't work out in his favor, right? He misses the shot.
And the basket by Pippen.
Yeah, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, will carry your offense for long stretches.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Bulls out in front. They're up by 5. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen here from the Bulls tonight?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
They've got Karl Anthony Towns, and it's Mutombo in at the 5, down low. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. They set the pick. Pass to Robertson. Out to the right wing. Towns has got room. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good. Towns has gotten his first bucket of the night.
What a feed to Towns. This guy ready to rise and fire on the catch.
Here's Gilmore. Tries the 9-footer, and he comes up with a bucket.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
Bulls leading by 5. Hip it outside. Pass to Robertson. Here's Towns. And the officials call a traveling violation. Timeout called, the Knicks. Knicks trail by 5. And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Back to SGA. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6.
Boy, you respect the shot selection from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, just taking what the defense gives him.
Here's Robertson. Five to shoot. And Cooper pulls it down. And so it's New York with it. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Cooper. To the middle. Here's Gilmore. And he makes it on the layup. Gilmore's got 4 points now in the quarter.
That bucket is really just about the efficient use of a screen. That's nicely done.
Down low. They swipe it. And we've got 1:18 left in the first half. Outside, SGA. Got a piece of it. Here's Lucas. Green covering. And once again, off the mark by Chicago. SGA passes to Cooper. Who poked away. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Towns up top. Pass to Mutombo. Banked it in off the glass. Mutombo has gotten his second bucket.
He's been playing great unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 points for him. Clock at 4. Draymond! Oh, such a force inside.
Oh, it's exactly how you lead someone with the pass. Beautifully done.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Chicago ahead, leading by 1. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. You have to like what we're seeing from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for New York. It's a one-point game, so on the floor for the Knicks. They've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Cooper in at the point guard position.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Towns on a screen to the paint. Oh, Towns drops the hammer.
Big time slam by Karl Anthony Towns. Love when he's playing with this sort of aggression.
Towns has gone 2 of 4 so far tonight. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Cooper. Here's Gilmore. Blocked! Now here's Pippen. 5 points in the game. Inside. It's picked off. On the wing, Green. Pass to SGA. The dive for the ball. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Pippen, pass to Mutombo. Towns on a screen. Chicago passing it around. And the basket by Mutombo. And now a 3-point Chicago lead.
Bang, bang. Doesn't get much simpler than that.
Mutombo has gone a perfect 3 for 3 so far. Pass to Gilmore. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
New York shooting their first free throws of this game.
New York, Artis Gilmore, taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Good on both. Here's Robertson. It's stolen away. To the inside. Rebounded by Pippen.
But the defense hanging in right there, making that shot really difficult.
Into the lane. And it's New York with a rebound.
Listen, that's a good shot for him. He just couldn't connect.
1:52 left in the third quarter. Pass to Cooper. Shot clock at 6. Gilgeous-Alexander, a good look. Releases from the wing and drills it. 8 points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Chicago trailing here. And now the first timeout called here for Chicago.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
Give it up, your 3-1-2 crew.
1:31 left in the third quarter here. Pass to Lucas. Here's Robertson. Here's Lucas. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Three-pointer. Nails it from beyond the arc. Lucas has got 5.
Boy, you allow a shooter of his caliber to get that good a look, and good night.
Pass to Cooper. Back to SGA. Releases. Another shot. Gilmore's shot is good. 12 points for him.
As usual, terrific effort from him. Unwilling to let the possession go to waste.
And the basket by Mutombo.
I like how assertive he was, making his presence felt on the interior.
Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's blocked right out of the air and controls it. Pippen pass to Towns. A shot from the high post. And all around the rim that time before dropping. And it's a 4-point Chicago lead.
Coaches love assisted buckets, boy. It just means the team is working well together.
From deep, SGA. The shot, no good. The third quarter comes to a close. Bulls out in front. They lead by 4. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. They've got Karl Anthony Towns, and it's Mutombo in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Here's Robertson, and it's New York with a rebound. Gilmore's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's SGA, taking it inside. SGA.
It's very long, and SGA so effective around the hoop because of that length.
Pippen outside. Pass to Robertson. Now Towns. 4-3. Towns making his mark from long range.
Boy, what a pleasure to have a big man who can shoot the basketball like Towns. That's a pretty 3.
Timeout called. Knicks. To catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, well, I was able to listen in on the Knicks head coach talking to his team. He was very upbeat and positive, saying to his guys, let's go. I want you guys to up the pace. Look to push the ball up the floor whenever you can. They cannot stop us in transition. Let's see how the team responds. Guys?
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Pass to Gilmore. Here's Cooper. Owning the post right there.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
Towns looking for an opening. Towns on a screen. Jacks up a three. Tips it just in time with the putback.
Excellent pursuit by Towns right there. Get to work on the glass.
Knicks trail by 5. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Green, a screen. Quick two, all net.
It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
SGA's gone 6 of 11 tonight. Now Towns, and stolen by Green. Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, touches it off the glass.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander can score it, so you have to respect it. That sets up his passing game. What a pretty delivery.
Here's Robertson. Off on the layup. And here's New York now. They trail by 1. Here's Cooper. To take the lead. And it's rejected.
And if you can't force the turnover on that play, then that's not a bad foul.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for 2, Scottie Pippen.
He gets the first, and that'll put him up 2. And he's unable to get the second one.
He missed the chance to put them up by 3. You know he'd like to have that one back.
Here's SGA. To tie it up. And yes, sir. Lays it up and in.
And the stakes were high right there. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Timeout, Bulls. Knocked loose and stolen by Green. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
Late here in the quarter, they still have a foul to give.
Timeout called, Knicks. All right, thoughts on what coach is going to do here?
More than enough time to get a bucket.
Well, they've got to be aggressive, guys, because the defense doesn't want to foul here.
Here's Cooper. Now SGA. From about 16. It's in!
What a moment for Gilgeous-Alexander in the clutch. Yes, sir.
Timeout, Bulls. Here's Robertson. Connects!
Boy, nice pass. A little ball movement, a little player movement. That's how you play this game.
Timeout call, Knicks. What's the best strategy for them?
I don't know if they should be greedy here and go for a three. I'd take it to the basket, get a high percentage shot, or maybe get fouled.
Gilgeous-Alexander. So a close game sees Chicago taking this one. What a performance they have here at home today.
I'll tell you what, these are the ones that are so nice to win and so tough to lose. I love being on the edge of my seat, never knowing what would happen next.
And that'll do it, folks. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our entire crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in. And time now for our player of the game.